When a Chinese convoy crossed into Russia under cover of night, Ukrainian intelligence had already been watching for weeks. At 0400 hours, satellites caught a faint trail of headlights weaving through the Belgorod corridor. 40 trucks, marked as humanitarian aid, moving at 45 kilometers per hour. But deep inside Kyiv's encrypted war room, everyone knew the truth. This wasn't aid. It was a test. An invisible line drawn between two powerful allies, daring Ukraine to respond. And when the order finally came, minutes later, the entire convoy would cease to exist.
0400 hours local time. Through a haze of low fog and infrared light, satellites catch the shape of a 40-vehicle convoy creeping north from Kazakhstan toward Belgorod. Each truck carries the same strange pattern: Chinese export codes printed over camouflage tarps. Officially, they're humanitarian aid. Unofficially, no one in Ukrainian intelligence buys that story. Inside a dim bunker beneath Kyiv, operators from the Ukrainian Defense Intelligence, GUARKA, watched live feeds from a Bayraktar TB2 circling miles above the border. The drone's cameras sharpen the scene. Fuel tankers, cargo haulers, and two mobile command trucks fitted with satellite domes. Their speed holds steady at 45 kilometers per hour. Formation type, communication silent. Then comes the first break, an intercepted transmission. Ukrainian electronic warfare units pick up encrypted chatter on a Chinese military frequency, bouncing off a SATCOM relay array in western Russia. It's brief, but enough to confirm that this isn't a Russian convoy alone. In the command center, tension builds. The order to strike sits ready, one click away. But Kyiv holds the line. They need eyes, proof, and timing. The risk of hitting foreign personnel could ignite more than just another front. It could redraw alliances overnight. So the convoy rolls on undisturbed, vanishing deeper into the mist. What exactly are the Chinese trucks carrying into a war zone?
By 0500 hours, the fog lifts just enough for Ukrainian eyes in the sky to get a clear picture. Two Bayraktar TB2 drones orbit at 18,000 feet, engines whispering against the dawn wind. Below them, the convoy threads through a narrow dirt road, each vehicle glinting faintly in the morning light. Every movement is streamed live to a mobile command van parked outside Kharkiv, 40 kilometers away. Inside the van, analysts lean over glowing monitors. Infrared sensors paint the trucks in bright orange silhouettes, heat patterns too intense for simple aid shipments. One operator zooms in, freezes the frame. Under a tarpaulin, the distinct outline of long cylindrical canisters emerges. Missile tubes. Not aid, not even standard Russian stock. These are Chinese designs. Moments later, a cyber specialist from the GUR signals team detects bursts of data between the convoy and a Russian S-400 radar unit. They're syncing systems, calibrating frequencies. The cargo isn't just weapons, it's the missing link for Russia's weakened air defense grid. The room goes silent as the decision reaches command. A colonel nods once, voice calm but final. Authorize Operation Silence. Clean, fast, no signatures. Operators switch frequencies. Drones reposition. They're no longer observing, they're guiding. Can Ukraine strike without triggering a diplomatic disaster?
0615 hours. Dawn breaks over Shebekino, a quiet industrial town just inside Russia's Belgorod region. The Chinese-marked convoy stops near a wooded depot to refuel. 40 trucks lined in two neat rows. What they don't know is that their position has been live-tracked for the last 14 seconds by Ukrainian drones orbiting high above. Inside a hidden launcher site near Vovchansk, the 27th Rocket Artillery Brigade locks in coordinates. 6 sleek M142 HIMARS launchers sit camouflaged under netting, barrels tilted toward the horizon. Drone telemetry streams through encrypted relays, data pulsing between screens. A commander raises a gloved hand and murmurs, "Fire." 6 GMLRS rockets ignite at once, columns of flame streaking upward before vanishing into the sky. Each travels nearly 80 kilometers, crossing the border at Mach 2. In just 40 seconds, they descend. The first impact hits a tanker dead center, erupting in a geyser of fire. The second slams into a command truck. Then the third and fourth detonate almost simultaneously, splitting the convoy in half. Shockwaves flatten nearby trees as secondary explosions roar. Proof of weapons-grade material cooking off inside. From orbit, the heat bloom is unmistakable. For the next minute, the Belgorod forest burns like a fuse that's reached its charge. Did the strike fully neutralize the target, or just wake a sleeping giant?
0700 hours. Russian emergency channels light up with chaos. Reports of unknown explosions near Shebekino. The convoy site is gone. From satellite view, the forest smolders in a ring of ash nearly 200 meters wide. 39 vehicles reduced to twisted steel. One overturned truck lies in a crater, its cargo scattered like confetti, cables, radar dishes, fragments of Chinese circuitry. In Moscow, the Ministry of Emergency Situations scrambles to contain the story. Local responders claim a fuel depot accident. But as analysts reviewed the debris, they find no sign of a depot, only scorch marks from guided ordnance. Meanwhile, in a dim control room beneath Kharkiv, Ukraine's GUR cyber cell moves fast. Every log, every drone feed, every targeting packet is rerouted through a NATO relay node, buried behind layers of false metadata. Within minutes, digital footprints vanish. To Russia, it looks like a random fire. To China, it looks like silence. At 0900 hours, Beijing's embassy in Moscow releases a short statement about temporary communication loss with logistics contractors. No blame, no evidence, just fog. And in Kyiv, the team responsible for the strike sits wordless, screens dark, the operation sealed and scrubbed from existence. Will Russia realize who really pulled the trigger?
In the next 24 hours, the shockwave ripples far beyond the smoldering trees of Belgorod. Western analysts studying satellite images confirm what Moscow won't admit. The convoy was carrying Chinese radar calibration modules, the kind used to fine-tune S-400 air defense systems. The implications are explosive. China wasn't just supplying hardware, it was inside the Russian shield, helping rebuild it. When photos of the wreckage leak online, charred trucks, mangled crates stamped with Mandarin script, markets in Beijing tremble. Defense stocks plummet. News outlets call it a transport accident, but inside intelligence circles, no one buys the cover story. The timing, the precision, the total annihilation, it all points to one conclusion: a surgical strike. In Moscow, state media scrambles to blame rogue saboteurs. Officials speak in code, hinting at internal sabotage rather than foreign interference. But behind closed doors, Russian commanders know this was something else, something beyond their reach. Back in Kyiv, the team that planned the operation watches global headlines with quiet satisfaction. No fanfare, no acknowledgement, just a simple truth. A foreign supply chain feeding Russia's war had been cut in less than 3 minutes. The mission name, Operation Silence, proved prophetic. If one hidden convoy can vanish overnight, what message does that send to every ally and adversary watching?
In a war fought through shadows and signals, a single act of timing can rewrite entire alliances. Ukraine's silent precision strike didn't just destroy trucks, it exposed the fragile balance between power, secrecy, and speed. One decision, executed in minutes, forced two superpowers to rethink the limits of their own partnership. And somewhere over Belgorod, the smoke still whispers of what happens when silence hits first. Subscribe for more stories where seconds decide nations' face, because in modern warfare, hesitation is the most dangerous weapon of all.